Had to hide up here for a minute. I'm hiding at the church from my tenants. Yes, from my tenants. I gotta go down here and have a meeting at the school here in a minute. Gotta have a 5-hour, regular stuff. So, I gotta tell y'all a story. We got story time. So, I've got tenants that I really, want to choke out sometimes. And you know who you are. Well, you're probably not on my Facebook, so whatever. Anyway, but some of my tenants, most of my tenants, 99% of my tenants are good people. So when they have a problem, I try to fix it for them. Well, so here we are, and there's one young girl, first place, it's her first place. She hollers at me and she's like, "Oh my God, my air died." Before I could get an air guy there, she's like, "My refrigerator's acting funny." Turns out, it's going to cost more to fix the fridge than it's worth, so I order a new fridge. They fix the AC. She gets her electric bill. She freaks out because it's $50 more than it was previously or supposed to be, whatever. Well, I'm like, okay, but it's probably just because them appliances freaked out. Give it a month. I'm sure it'll go back down. It doubles the next month. So we've got like a $250 light bill for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Okay. So, I'm like, oh, snap. So I have the AC guys come back out to check it, and they're like, well, the heat and the air was running at the same time. Something got crossed up somewhere, and so the heat and the air is running at the same time. I was like, that's sucky, but at least we know the story. And I'm talking to anybody that'll listen, right? I'm like, this is what's happening. I don't know what to do. I can't find nothing wrong. We've got a new refrigerator. We've got a new, basically new AC. We got it fixed or whatever. So blah, blah, blah. So the next month it doubles again. Well, by this point I'm crediting her rent. So I've got to get an electrician out because I don't know what the hell's going on. And then, so we get the electrician out. Well, when the electrician gets there and sees that I'm a cool cat, I'm not gonna be tripping, he's like, "Are you sure she's not growing weed in there?" And I was like, "Dude, no, she's not growing weed. This is the coolest bee ever." So, and she's super duper young, and I know her mama, which don't really mean nothing, but this girl's not growing weed. So we get in there, and he's like, the only thing I can find is the AC's pulling too much amps. So she had sent me her electric bill, which was $505 for this month. And I was like, this is not right. This is what's happening. He's like, I found several things that need to be changed in the wiring and stuff, but nothing super hazardous, nothing that would cause her electric bill to go that high. Now, mind you, I do go in these units, okay? I know I go in, I do come in the second Thursday or whatever day pest control is, and I do go in these units. Well, different months I go all the way through. So this month I might, and next month I might only come through the downstairs with the pest control, but next month I'm going to go through the upstairs. Well, I guess over the past 4 months I ain't been in her upstairs. So I'm like, well, whatever. So I call up the AC guys, the electrician leaves, and I'm like, this is what the electrician said. And I'm out of ideas, y'all. I'm not that smart. I can't figure out where all this is coming from. And I'm coming in, and I'm checking her AC, and I'm checking the breaker box, and trying to figure out what in the world. So the AC guy gets there, and he's like, AC's fine. Checks the outside unit, checks the inside unit. I'm like, dude, you gotta help me. I don't know what this is. I don't know why it's doing this. And he's like, she ain't growing weed, is she? I'm like, no, she's not growing weed. I wish everybody quit joking about this, because I don't feel like it's funny. I mean, I don't care about weed. Smoke weed. I don't care. I ain't the government. I don't care. But I for sure know she's not. That's not it. What else could it be? He gets over to the breaker box, and he's putting his little leads on there, and he's like, oh, Well, this one's pulling like quadruple the amount of amps it should. Is there a ceiling fan upstairs? I'm like, no. I said, there's an exhaust fan in the bathroom. And I listen because they're all super loud. I'm like, but it's not on. Let me run upstairs. So I run upstairs and I go into what I know is her bedroom. And I'm like, okay, there's a fish aquarium. Maybe that's it. I unplugged the fan. I hollered down. I'm like, yo. He's like, no, that's not it. I unplugged the aquarium. I'm like, yo. He's like, that ain't it either. It didn't change. I go in the bathroom. Nothing's plugged up. I go in the second bedroom. I sling that door open. And I'm like, oh my God. Honeys, we got wall-to-wall iguanas. I mean, I'm talking like they're on fancy shelves. Okay, we got fancy shelf over here, fancy shelf over here, over here. And guess what them fancy shelf iguanas have? Grow lights, basically. Okay? So all because I unplugged the iguanas. He's like, that's it. I'm like, okay. All because I never get in my tenant's business. I never noticed the dinosaurs living in bedroom 2. Well, now we know why her electric bill's so high. Because she's got like several iguanas. So there's that. Fix that this Friday. So now I'm going to go to this meeting at the school. And then I'm going to go back to work. And hook up my security cameras at my Churchill property. Because I'm about to catch some people doing some stupid stuff. Then I'm going to kick you out. Okay. Have a good... Oh. Remind me to tell you about the raccoon later. Okay. I hope you have a good day. I hope you make good choices. And don't be surprised if you start growing weed or growing iguanas that your electric bill's going to go up. Alright? Okay? I'll see you later.